So what is a normal sized erection? Well, it's a little over 5 inches. There are many men who think that their penises are smaller than normal and are very anxious about it and seek out some sort of remedy for it, whether it's online or whether it's through a doctor's office. And the vast majority of these men do not need to be feeling this way because they are actually normal.
Why do you think a lot of men feel like they're abnormal when it comes to penis size? Is it porn consumption and what you see on porn?
Well, I think it is a combination of porn consumption, but this concern, this worry predates the advent of streaming porn. Men worried about this unnecessarily before there was the internet. So I think part of it comes from ignorance. We are very curious organisms. We are constantly comparing everything, right? And we compare even ourselves. We compare our hair on our head to another guy's hair on his head. And we wonder and compare our penises, but that's something that we can't see very much of. So we don't have a lot of data from which to understand how we stack up. As a urologist, I see thousands and thousands of penises. So I know full well what normal looks like and what the range of normal is. And scientific studies have actually been done to demonstrate that. The other thing is some of us are showers and some of us are growers. Showers have longer, wider penises when they're soft, and when they get an erection, it changes, it gets bigger, but it doesn't get that much bigger. And growers have a much bigger change in the size and width of their erection when they go from being soft to being hard. And guys might see each other in the locker room at a urinal stall, but they're seeing each other when they're flaccid, when they are the most different looking. They're not seeing each other when they're erect, when they're the most similar looking. And then porn, yes. Most of the men who are featured in pornography are larger than normal. That's why they have that gig. People don't really want to pay money to see average people having average sex, just like we typically wouldn't buy tickets to go see people my height, 5'8", play basketball with each other. We like to see sort of the extremes. And when you are trying to gauge what is a normal penis, what is a normal erection by pornography, it's a lost cause because those men are on the end of the bell curve. So what is a normal sized erection? Well, it's a little over 5 inches. And what is the range of normal? Because that's just the average. The average is over 5.5 inches, 5.25 inches. But truly normal means a couple of standard deviations below that and above that. And so the range of normal is about 4.5 to 7 inches. And those are all normal length penises.
So, is that erect or is that flaccid?
That's erect. That's erect. Okay. Yeah. Flaccid, it's going to be much bigger differences. And if it's cold, you'll get shrinkage. It'll contract. And the reason that the penis changes sizes so much for some men is because that the penis is just filled or not filled with blood. The more filled with blood it is, the more it increases in size. And then the lining of the chambers that fill up with blood is comprised of two kinds of molecules. One is collagen. That's sort of like a tough tissue, like in your tendon. And one is elastin. This is a very stretchy molecule. Some guys have more elastin than others. And so their penises can stretch out more when they fill, and they can shrink up more when they empty. And that's why there's such a difference. But at the end of the day, the vast majority of men who are worried that their erections are too small, they really have normal sized erections. They just don't realize it.
Yeah, and it's almost not even worth wanting to know what normal is because what can you do about it? I mean, really,
I think it's good to know, though, for many men, because for so many men that are worried about it, once they know, they can stop worrying about it.
It's a good point.
So I think it gives peace of mind.
It's a good point.